I'm in love with the cocoa. Don't mind me. Y'all like my shirt? I need to tell the story times about this shirt. Cause I'm black, 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 on black, on black. I'm cold. I'm always cold. So I'm gonna try to talk loud over the heater. He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time, and welcome to the Facebook Stalker. You know, living these experiences and looking back, if somebody else was coming to me and telling me these stories, I wouldn't believe it. But actually living it, I don't think I have it. I may have it on Instagram. I'm gonna look. I may have some receipts on Instagram. I know I don't have it from Facebook though. Because this person still follow me on both socials. Anyway, let's get into it. So, not again. If you have paid attention to me, you may have heard me say every once in a while, because I don't say it often, that the social media stuff, I was thrown into it. Like, my high following, when I started my social media, truth be told, my Facebook, my MySpace, it was just my Facebook and my MySpace. One of my classmates signed me up. Like, we're sitting in her house and she signed me up because she was like, girl, all our classmates are on these social sites. You need to get on these social sites, you know, and because I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Because I love being under the radar. I just do. I love being under the radar because people are weird. I keep telling y'all that people are weird. People are weird. Not everybody, but a lot. But I like being under the radar. And so she was like, girl, no, get on here, because people are asking, like, where you at, what you doing, what you got going on. And then even at this point in time, like, I'm sleeping out of my car, and I already told that story time. I'm sleeping out of my car to finish school. So there's absolutely nothing for me to be bragging about on social media. Like, there's nothing for me to even say nothing, because it's like, at this point in time, I've been out of high school, and it just seems like life is like, girl, what what, like, life is whooping my, so it's like, at this point, like, there's nothing for me to show. Like, I don't have no proof of nothing. Like, I'm a single mother who is sleeping out of her car to finish school and trying to rebuild her life. What? And then we, of course, you know, the expectations, because I don't know where this even came from, with the expectations of your life supposed to be so perfect, and then people make these expectations, or they come up with these fantasies in their head about you, and thinking of how your life is supposed to be, or how your life's supposed to play out, because of how you present yourself. Like, you can dress, or you're popular, so it's like, oh, her life is gonna be okay. In reality, that's just not how life that's just not how it goes, right, y'all? Anyway, so she had signed me up, and so I used to go to her house, like, to take showers and stuff, and like sit there until it was time for me to go to class, because my classes was at night, and I was no longer working in the business office blues. I hope y'all enjoyed that series. Interesting. Anyway, so I'm sitting like, there's nothing for me to tell. But she was like, girl, we gonna sign you up. And at this point in time, like, it flip. flip phones are popular. Like hanging up on people, you slap their phone down. That like they can't even hear. But it's just the emotion in it. Like I meant what I said. Like you close your flip phone down and you meant you standing on business. But anyway, like flip phones are real popular. So at this point in time, like you have to sign on your computer. And the only way you can sign on Facebook, you had to have a college email. You had to be in college because Facebook was literally social networking for college students across the board. Just for college students. It had nothing to do with people. Regular social people. Just for college students. So I still had my college email. Of course, like I had my other college email and then I had my college email because I was in school. So it was like, she was like, girl, yeah, come on, you gonna sign up. So signed up, and then the next day she was like, have you checked it? And I was like, no. She was like, girl, come on, let's check it. So we checked MySpace, and MySpace is going crazy. She was like, I knew it. MySpace is going crazy and Facebook is going crazy. And I was like, and I'm not gonna front. Facebook allowed me to get in contact with people I haven't seen from my first college, my first university. Facebook haven't, like Facebook allowed me to get in contact with them, so I was cool with it. It was like, oh, like I kind of got into it, but still not too much. So anyway, as time go on, of course, and Facebook is integrating like the public, I really wasn't even feeling Facebook. I really wasn't feeling Facebook like that because, again, I still like to be under the radar. So this is when Farmville was like real popular and people were addicted and spending like all these bukus of money because you can have different farms. And I absolutely love Farmville. It was times when like I had friends be like, hey, can you sign in and do my farm? Farmville was real, like, I absolutely love it. I had an original farm. I had the sea farm. I think I had like 3 or 4 farms. It was another farm that I had too. Absolutely love it. And so that would be the only reason I would sign into Facebook. I could care less about what I had going on. I wanted to take care of my farm. And then if I realized like, oh man, I missed my crops because your crops were timed, like, it was a huge deal. If I'm not mistaken, if I can find the clip, because they had people on Oprah who were addicted to Farmville. Like, they were upset. That was the only reason I was signing into Facebook, was Farmville. I really wish they would make a game on the phone. The original Farmville. Please. That's what I want. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Anyway. So, anyway, like, once they took that away, it was like, oh man, now I gotta talk. I gotta talk. And then I got into, like, at this point in time, where am I? I'm in a neurology practice, and my picture, like, I'm starting to take pictures, like, I'm starting to get on my feet, because at this point in time, like, I'm living with Amber, so, like, the plan that she came up with we pay off our bills, and after we pay off our bills and stack money, like, we go our separate ways. I'm starting to pay off bills. Like, I'm starting to be able to budget out my hair, budget out my nails, which is what I do. Like, I'm really laid back, simple chick. Lashes, nails, feet. That's pretty much all I require. My hair, I don't like to keep up with my hair. Basically, let me get some braids where I really like twists. There are certain times where I want certain styles, but it depends because I'm a cheap girl. I am. Anyway, so, like, I'm budgeting. So I'm starting to take pictures, and I'm starting now. It's like, okay, like, let me do things, because before my budget was very thin. Bills paid, food, car, gas. I can barely do anything for my kid. The most I can do is like, okay, where you want to go out to eat when I get paid. But now it's like, okay, I'm paying off bills, I'm getting on my feet, and I have a little more money left over after I done paid rent. It's like, okay, let me do things with my son, and I'm taking pictures. My pictures, at this point in time, there's no knowing of anything about algorithms. There's literally just a social type situation. If people think you, like, if dudes think you pretty, or if the girls think you fine, like, it's literally like a personality type situation. It was literally like popularity type situation, to be totally honest. And then you figure out, like, okay, your limit is 5,000 friends. And a lot of times I knew a lot of the people, and then sometimes I didn't. Like, if you just cool, if you saw me make a comment on somebody else's page, or my cousin used to tag me, so people used to come from, people, like, she knew people used to come from her page and come to me and, like, fill out a request or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so I started taking pictures, and my pictures started popping. And so in the news feed, like, most of the time, like, you seeing me, because my cousin had made the comment. She was like, girl, you found the fountain of thirst. And I'm the type of person, like, if a man is saying that you're beautiful, like, because dudes be like, oh, you're pretty, or you beautiful, me saying thank you, I don't even think that's thirsty. I just think, like, you're complimenting me and you go on. And so dudes used to be like, but I know what they thinking. I don't know what you thinking, and I really don't care. That's not my responsibility. If you gave me a compliment, my grandmother was very heavy on manners, so I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to go on about my business. You're not disrespecting me, so what's the point? Right? Anyway. So, yeah, like, my pictures are starting to pop. So, I'm the type of person, even if you in my DM, it used to be, when you in my DM and you having, like, genuine conversation, like, literally, if you start out with, hey, I want to date, and I'm telling you, no, thank you, you going about your business. Or then you also have the loop-de-loops, the Lulu, like, you get mad. And then I go from being the most beautiful person in the world to a ugly bee. And then you have people who just have genuine conversation. And so this one person, he was just, what we gonna name him? Stalker. So Stalker was just having genuine conversation. Like, he was just genuine conversation. I'm also a female that like football. So at this point in time, like, NFL was real hype, but I'm more of a college football type of girl. If you pay attention to my vlogs, go Dogs. But I'll watch other teams, but my team is Georgia Bulldogs. But I will watch other teams. Like, I'll watch other games because I'm really into college football. Absolutely love college football. NFL at the time was hype too. So I was watching NFL. And if I'm not mistaken, this was before Mike Vick got in trouble. It might have been right after. But Mike Vick was part of the Falcons. So the Falcons was, like, really hype and popular, right? So people, of course, those who, like, Falcons is like the running joke. Has been the running joke. Even before the Super Bowl. When they was leading and then lost. Even before then, the Falcons have been a running joke. So, Falcons has never been my team again. I've never had a NFL team that I follow or absolutely love. I would just watch certain games. Or I would be in the presence of somebody who loves NFL, and I'll watch the game with them because I know football, because I watch college football. So, I know the ins and outs of football, right? So, anyway, a lot of times people don't know that, or when they look and it's like, oh, a girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't put that out there, like, people, I've never seen you post, I ain't never seen you say nothing, and they think like you jumping on a bandwagon, and they have no idea that you actually love football. Excuse my voice, y'all. I told y'all, like, I was sick. Ooh, when y'all see the story time, yeah, don't even worry about it. Anyway, I'm sick. So yeah, so when you start posting about certain things, people think like you jumping on bandwagons, and they have no idea you're actually informative or been doing something, but because it's new to them, they think like you're jumping on the bandwagon. So anyway, Stalker started inboxing me, but mostly about sports and football. So it was like, oh, I noticed that you like that you talk about football, you talk about college football. It's very rare you see a woman, it talk about football or know what she's talking about. And I was like, oh yeah, so we would have conversations like that. Like, it wouldn't be nothing crazy or nothing off the wall. It would literally just be sports. And it went from football to basketball. You would ask about track. It would just be different stuff. It wouldn't be the same thing over and over and over. I don't know what's going on tonight. It would be the same thing over and over and over and over, right? So, but pertaining to sports, nothing out of the way. So I end up not being, I want to make sure. Yeah, so like it was literally about sports. And I had noticed, like, you have been talking to me, like, or inboxing me for a long time. Like, I will post a picture and you might like the picture, but you may not comment. You'll come to my DM, which a lot of dudes do. Like, it's like, you will like it, but then come to my DM and be like, oh, you're beautiful. And like, a lot of times people be like now I don't respond, because responding for some, it's like, oh, she liked me back, so let me keep talking. And it's like, no, I don't. So to clear that confusion, I'm not going to respond to you in my DM. Say what you need to say in my comments so people can see what you're talking about. Because you ain't got nothing to hide. You ain't on no weirdness. Say it in my comments. Say it in my comments. Anyway, so he had been talking to me for a while. Like, we've been conversating for a while. Nothing crazy. Nothing off the meter. Nothing off the rocker. So at this point in time, I'm at my mom's house, and I don't know why, but I remember the conversation vividly. Because after the events that I'm going to tell y'all happened, I'm looking back at like, oh. Because even though I'm not to blame, I understand point of views. Now you see POV a lot. I understand. It's always a different perspective. Hear me out. Stay with me. Stay with me. So, I'm at my mom's house. And so No. Let me back up. So, I'm working at the peds practice. I'm at the pediatric practice. Do I have a story time about that? I don't think. No. I mean, anyway, I'm working at the pediatric practice, right? And so when me working at the pediatric practice, I used to check in a lot, and it was this thing called Foursquare. It seemed like I told this somewhere. It might, I don't know. It seemed like I told this somewhere. It was this app called Foursquare, right? And so with Foursquare, you had to check in at certain places. So I wouldn't check in directly at my job. I would check in at an intersection that was a couple of miles away from my job, but it was a popular intersection. So I would check in there. And when you do Foursquare and you check it in, like, it's giving your location. So so even if you did, like, I would check in like at like Smoothie King, McDonald's, like, you check in at those places, because if you became the king of that place, like with you checking in so many times, you get coupons. I'm all about saving a coin. You get coupons. So I'm, like, checking in, like, cause I'm trying to because I could get a coupon on this street. Like, I could choose on this street. I'm the king. And so at this point in time, like, I was the king of the intersection because I'm checking in every morning before I go to work. So you made a comment under the check-in with, oh, you on my side of town. And so all I did was like it. And that's one thing I'm going to do. Like, if it's something that's kind of weird, like I get kind of a weird vibe, or I'm not confirming or denying, like, either I'm going to like something, because most of the time, like, even now with it being a plethora of comments on certain things, I'm going to like it to acknowledge that I've seen your comment. Or I'm going to put the angel emoji under it to acknowledge that I've seen your comment. If it's something that I don't want to respond to because it's weird, then I'm just going to put like the angel comment. But I'm going to like it to know, like, I see your comment, or I'm going to acknowledge it. Now, if it's just off the wall, absolutely ridiculous, I'm going to leave it. I'm not even going to acknowledge it. Right? So anyway, so I liked the comment and went on about my business. Like, I didn't say nothing else, didn't confirm or deny, because like I said, it wasn't close to my job. It was a couple of miles from my job, but it's in the vicinity of my job. So it's like, maybe I need to pull back on this app. These coupons, pull back, is in my mind, right? Because again, I like being under the radar, but I like being social. I love social media because, again, I'm cool with strangers I've never met before. So I have homie strangers that is like, we have good conversation on social media, but I've never met you in person and, in real life. But I'm also aware of my surroundings and aware of the stuff that you say, because people are weird. So anyway, liked it, and it was like, okay, don't check in no more here, because clearly people are paying attention. Like, you don't think that when you are, it's like I'm on an app and I'm just trying to get some coupons. You're not thinking somebody is watching you to know your moves, right? So I pulled back from it. Like, I stopped checking in at that intersection. I was like, I'll let somebody else, they can have the king of that intersection. I'm gonna pull back, right? So you still not saying anything crazy. We're still talking about sports. Nothing crazy, nothing stupid, nothing out the wall, just sports. So after that, I'm back at my mom's house, and I think that's yes, I don't know why I'm at my mom's house. I don't know if I was visiting or what. I want to make sure I'm putting in the correct timeline. I think I was visiting. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know why I'm at my mom's house, but I do remember, maybe this was before. Yes. So this conversation was before me checking in Foursquare. So you had asked to come because, like I said, we had been talking about sports. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the blue. But this question caught my attention, and this was before the Foursquare check-in. So you asked, hey, if you saw like, if you saw your social media friend in real life, like in person, like if you were crossing each other, would you speak? And so I made the statement. I was like, I don't know. It depends on who the person is or where I am, because I keep my personal life very separate from my social, which I do. Even with me telling story times, even with me being on YouTube, even with me vlogging, you're still not getting everything. Even though people think you're getting everything, you're not getting everything. You're getting what I allow. What I put on here is what I edited so you can get it. You're still not getting everything. So when people say that, I always laugh because it's like it's more of a little jealousy type situation going on there, or I wouldn't do all of that, or I'm not even gonna say that comment because you're probably still watching. Hi. Anyway, yeah, so I was like, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. Like, I mean, I've had people walk up to me at the festival and be like, hey, like, I follow you on socials, I really like I really love your content. And these are people that I absolutely don't know, and like they give me a hug and like, you know, it's just, I just want to let you know, like, I support you, you know, and I thank them, I appreciate them, and then go out the way. The first time it happened, it was a little odd. It was a little odd, and it caught me off guard because it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It caught me off guard, but I'm just, like, to me, it's like, I'm just Angel. And it's like, you know, thank you. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting. It's literally what I say, and keep it moving. Like, it wasn't nothing weird, nothing like that. But the second time it happened, and it was different people, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, get into it. Thank you. You know, like, and that's literally what all it is. Me saying, thank you for supporting, because people don't have to watch me. They don't have to watch me. You don't have to like my stuff. I appreciate you. I do, because my socials are huge because of you, not because of me. Even though my, you know, yeah. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, I don't know how I would go about it. This was before any of that happened. So I was like, I don't know how I'll go about it, because again, my personal life is completely separate from my social. So I don't know. And so he was like, but I mean, like, you seem like a cool person. So if the person seemed like a cool person, like, you should, like, give it a chance. Like, you know, don't turn the person away. And I said, well, again, I don't know, because that's never happened to me. No red flags are going off at this point, because I'm not, again, it hasn't happened to me, and I'm not thinking anything of it. And at this point in time, like, I'm at the max. Like, I'm at 5,000 friends, but most of those 5,000 friends, like, I know them. I've known them. Like, I've interacted with them, because it's people from college, people from high school, people that I work with, people that I went to school with. Like, it's just different people that I've crossed paths with. And then especially a lot of people from, because my son's sperm donor, you had told these people, like, I'm crazy, I'm the guy, I set you up, and all this other BS. So these people came to my Facebook, and it was, none of that was true. I wish I still had my other Facebook so they can go to my story times. Anyway, so yeah, so I was like, you know, I don't know. So I'm chilling off of that. Like, that's literally my answer. I don't know. And so that was like the end of it. Again, no red flags is going off with me, because it's like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. So time goes on, and we're still chatting about sports. Nothing crazy, nothing delusional, nothing weird, until I'm doing the Foursquare, and it's like, oh, you in my neighborhood. I stopped checking in at the intersection and chill out, because in my mind, it's like, I don't know who's all watching. So again, I like to be under the radar. I wasn't checking in at my job. It was miles away. So it's like, okay, I should be in the clear, but since you're saying I'm in your neck of the neighborhood, let me pull back on this check-in, right? So lo and behold, me and Ty has moved from out of the condo. And where are we? Or were we visiting? Have we moved out of the condo? Maybe we still in. No, we're still in the condo. Me and Ty are still in the condo. So lo and behold, like, Ty he ended up going to this lady, the lady who she used to be one of our neighbors, and she absolutely adored Ty. She absolutely loved Ty. So she ended up they had ended up moving, and we had kind of lost touch, and I saw her daughter on my Instagram. And so I reached out to her daughter, and I was like, hey girl, like I haven't seen you in so long. And she had grew up, because her, like, she was like, I think she was like a year or maybe 2 years above Ty. And Ty used to work her nerves, but she used to absolutely love like going to the mall or whatever. But Ty, her parents, what do I want to name her? Think she really need a name? She don't need a name. Anyway, her parents absolutely love Ty. So Ty used to go over there all the time. He used to go, when I say all the time, all the time. So when we moved out after the story, I think I've already told the story time. Yes, the story time where I was like, me and my mom had the mattress on top of the car, and we was moving stuff out of my apartment. We was moving stuff out of my apartment. We had a mattress on top of the car, like moving stuff in the storage. So in that apartment complex, she was my neighbor. So we had moved out of there, and when we moved in the condo, she had moved somewhere else too. She had moved out of the apartment complex, and she was giving me the rundown. I might need to tell the story. She was giving me the rundown of, the stuff that was going on in the apartment complex, right? So it was like, oh my God. That just reminded me of a story time. Yes. I did tell y'all. I think that's in the random DM. Yes, that's in the random DM. Okay, so anyway, so we knew each other from that apartment complex. So, but anyway, we had linked up because I saw her daughter on Instagram, inbox her daughter. Her daughter had told her, like, hey, I saw Miss Angel. Like, well, I talked to Miss Angel on Instagram. Like, we followed each other on Instagram. So, like, she was just letting her know it. So she was like, hey, my mom was like, what's your number? Because they wanted to get in contact with Ty. Well, mind you, like, it had been years since we've seen each other. When I say years. At this point in time, when I met her daughter was in middle school. Ty was in elementary. Or her daughter might have been in middle school, like leaving, going into... No, her daughter was in elementary with Ty and leaving to go into middle school. Ty was in middle school. So I'm trying to make sure I'm saying that right. I think Ty might have been in first or second grade. And she might have been in third or fourth. Somewhere like that. Anyway, the next time I've seen her, she's grown. Ty's grown. Like high school. Middle school. High school. I'm going to insert the picture of the date of the message. The message is no longer there. The date is still there, but I don't see the message. So I don't know if she deleted it. I don't know what happened. But the date of the message when we first started talking is still there on Instagram. So I'm going to insert that picture for proof when like we reached out. But high school. So they're in elementary. The next time I see them, middle school now. They're in middle school. So it had been a couple of years. So again, I'm seeing her on Instagram. Told your mama. Your mama was like, hey, she wants your number. So I'm calling the number and we re-linking. So Ty is excited to go back and link with them because he used to be with them all the time. When I say all the time, like her dad, the little girl's dad, absolutely loved Ty because he didn't have a son, he had a daughter. So he was like, bring him, like it was the son thing. So literally, if she was off somewhere, they had Ty. Even if she wasn't off somewhere, they had Ty. She would call and be like, can my baby come this weekend? Like, literally, she had Ty. So she wanted to relink, like, and Ty wanted to relink too. So I went over to her side. We was sitting there, we was catching up. We had talked for a couple of hours. Then when I leave, I stopped by because she had this centerpiece in her on her coffee table, and I absolutely loved it. And I was like, girl, that would match the stuff that would match my coffee table, and that would match the rug under my coffee table. Where did you find it? And so she was like, girl, it's at Dollar General, Family Dollar, one of them. And I was like, oh. She was like, the one right up the street. For real. She was like, girl, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let me go. I was like, let me go on the way out of here. On my way home, I'm gonna go and get it. So she was like, okay, yeah. She was like, hopefully they still have some, because you know how they do, which is true. Dollar General, Family Dollar, like when they put something out, there's not a guarantee that it's gonna be a lot of it, or they're going to have like, oh, is we gonna restock the same thing. You gotta catch it when you catch it. So I'm walking around the store, looking, hoping I can find it. So walking around the store, and it's this dude, like he walked past me, and I see him walk past me, and he stopped and stared me in the face. I keep walking because I'm kind of used to it, because dudes do that. You ain't gotta be like popular. Dudes do that to females. You know what I'm saying? When they're attracted, dudes do that. If you don't believe me, go to TikTok, put in I'm just a girl or just a girl. Watch those videos and you'll get what I'm saying. So he stares like, and I'm not paying no attention. I was just going about my business. Usually sometimes I'll be like, you can at least speak, but I don't even want to start up a conversation because my focus is on finding the centerpiece. So I'm looking around the store, and I'm walking all the aisles because it's like maybe somebody moved it. Maybe decided to put it in a different place. Maybe it's on clearance. Let me walk everywhere to see. So I'm walking the aisles, and then I see you again. And you walk past and you stop. And I don't say nothing, like I'm still minding my business, looking. So lo and behold, the thing was, the centerpiece, it was on clearance. It wasn't in the home section. It was on clearance. And it was literally like 2 left. And I was like, ooh. So I found it. And I was like, yes, found it. And I thought about it. And I was like, should I go ahead and get these 2? And I was like, maybe not. And so the dude walked past again. And so it's like, at this point, it's getting weird. And so it's like, okay, you got what you got. You got what you came for. Get out this store. Me. So I go... and then it was like, oh, I forgot. I think we need like paper towels or tissue or something. I was like, oh, let me go ahead and get that while I'm in here so I don't have to come back out. So go get my stuff and get the tissue. So I noticed like you had, like I hear you talking because there's not a lot of us in the store. So I hear you talking and you was like, oh, okay, yeah, have a good day. And you leave, right? So I go... pay for my stuff, get in my car, go home. I would say 3 days later, you come in my DM. Again, seeing the notification that it's you, nothing alarmed me because we talk all the time about sports. The only off thing was if you saw somebody from your social media in person, like how would you react? But that's been months. Actually years. Not even thinking anything of it. No red flags flying, right? So you come in my DM, I see the notification. And so when I see the notification, like it's like at this point in time, like it's like like the DM, like when it's on your phone, like it'll pop down, you will see, and then it go back up. I don't run to DMs or text messages unless it was a certain person at this time, but yeah. At this point, like I don't run to my phone unless it's like something going on, like it's an emergency or something like that. Anyway, so I saw the message and then like I ain't pay nothing, nothing of it, right? So when I finally go like to check my messages, like after I'm on, like when I do my socials, like okay, I'm going to check this social, I'm going to interact with people, like people's stuff, then I'll go to my messages, answer my messages, then go to the next one and go like that. So I'm going, like I interact with people, commenting, talking, liking, whatever. answering my comments, whatever. Then I go to my inbox. So when I go to my inbox, he was like, I saw you today. And I was like, you didn't see me. And that's going to be my response to anybody, because I don't, like, it's like, I don't know if you follow me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you didn't see me, because I don't want you to know my location at all. Again, people are weird. So it's like, you didn't see me. Oh, no, I saw it. Like, I could have sworn, like, I saw you. I was like, no, you didn't see me, because I'm not even in that area. I'm at my mom's house. So, of course, my mom lives in a small town. And at this point in time, my small town is not really big known. Like, nobody has really talked about it. So, you don't even know that area. Like, you don't even know that area. And so he was like, no, I know for certain I saw you today. I was like, no, you didn't see me today. And so, like, my spotty sense, something is tingling, like, girl, go look through the pictures, because your profile pic is not you. So I go and look through the pictures, and I was like, oh, creepy man in Family Dollar General. Oh, okay. So now you're weird. So now I have to pull back from talking to you about sports, because the vibes that you gave, instead of, like, once you saw me in the store and be like, hey, I'm such and such, you know, hey, good to meet you. It's, you walked around and stopped and stared at me multiple times. You ain't say nothing. You just staring. You're just staring. So I was like, okay, yeah. So now, red flag. Now I can't talk to you or respond to you as quick as I was, or being cool. Now I'm on guard, right? So you didn't say nothing else, right? So, y'all, it was literally like months later. I go to Walmart. And I know, and I remember this specific day, I wasn't active. I didn't post any pictures, none of that. And as I told y'all, usually there's a Walmart close to me. There's not, like, it's not like a hop, skip, and a jump, but there's a Walmart close to me. In every place that I've lived, there's a Walmart close to me. Which like I said, I absolutely love. When I was going through things, like, my kid can walk to Walmart. I can walk to Walmart. I can walk to certain things, because it's like, hey, we need some stuff. We don't have a car. Because at this point in time, there's no Uber or Lyft. So if we don't have a car, we can walk to Walmart. It was a good hike. But we could get there. Anyway, so I go to Walmart. I didn't post any pictures this day, no content, nothing, because that's just literally me. Like, it's certain days where it's like, I don't really feel like posting content today, or I post enough. Or there's times when I post multiple times, and then it's like, okay, I fall back and chill out. So I didn't post no content or nothing today. This specific day, like, I went to Walmart, ran my errands, paid bills, did my shopping or whatever, and went home. And so when I went home, like, I'm chilling, like, my phone go off, like, I'm saying, like, I'm not really paying social media any attention, like, I'm chilling, I'm in the moment, like, I try to make sure, like, I give present in moment, and I'm not on social media, like, I'm not doing content, I'm not doing certain things, or I schedule what I'm gonna post on what day, or I come up with plans. That's literally how I do. Like, when I post on a certain day, or I'm posting a throwback or a flashback Friday or a throwback Thursday, like, that stuff is planned ahead, depending on what's, like, a story. Like, if it's something going on, it's really a story, like, it's something sad, it's something major, I try not to post, because that need to be the focus. But if it's like it's like a chill day, and it's like, oh, I need to post this, or I come across something and I'm looking through something, it's like, oh, I need to post this picture. I like this picture. Let me post this for Throwback Thursday. Like, I plan out my posts, right? Anyway, so I go home, like, I'm chilling. I'm not really paying attention to social media, but once I get like through the day, or I don't play with Ty, or we don't ate, or I don't watch TV, I don't watch movies, and I'm caught up on my stuff, I'll go on social media. So I go on social media, and there's a message from Stalker, and so I go and I open it, because I haven't really talked, I haven't really checked in, nothing like that. And so dude says, that color shirt that you had on, so let's just say my outfit, let's just say I had on a red shirt. I had on a red shirt and some jeans and some sneakers. And so he was like, you look really nice in that red shirt today. It really compliments your skin. So me kind of reacting, because again, I grew up in trauma, and it's like you have to kind of react, and then you have to be quick and think on your feet to not let this person know like you're getting to me, or like you're in my head, because that's literally what abusers do, stalkers do. Like they want to get in your head, they get a high off of it. And so I was like, I didn't have on a red shirt today. You sure? I could have sworn that was you. I could have sworn that was you. And so again, to me, it's like, did you follow me from Family Dollar General? Did you follow me? Because I didn't see you in Walmart. You didn't make yourself aware. Again, you didn't come up and speak. I didn't see you at all. But you described everything I had on, and I've had this happen to me before. And so it's like, and so at this point in time, one of my friends was going through some stuff, and so he used to pop up, right? Which I so grateful that he was, because my friend at this point in time, he's 6'2", and at this point in time he's a little heavier, so he's like 6'2", 200 pounds. So he used to pop up, like literally pop up at any given time and just be like, hey, I'm outside. So it was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're popping up. So you see this dude, because if you followed me, like if you saw me at Walmart, and again, Walmart is not far from my house. So I left Walmart and went home. You followed me home. So I was like, that wasn't me. So you stopped saying, like, you sure that wasn't you? Like, that conversation, like, you're trying to reiterate, like, I want you to admit that it was you, even though I know it was me because you described what I had on. But I'm counteracting that, right? So if you're watching me, I feel safe, because number one, Monster didn't play that. So even if you showed up, or you sitting and Monster don't know who you are, go to the Monster effect. Monster don't know who you are. Like, they knocking on your, like, hey bro, where you stay? Who are you? Like, you new to the hood, so you can't sit there for a long time because they're paying attention. So even with Monster noticing you, my friend pops up. So there's a safety about it, right? There's a safety about it. So after I counteract that that's not me, there's still like some unsafeness. So for me, it was like, okay, let me not shop at my Walmart. Let me go to a completely different one. So at a point in time, for a good month, I'm shopping at a completely far away different Walmart and not mine. Just in case you're watching me. Because one or two things happen. If you followed me home, you're not going to let me know, but monster or one of his homeboys have knocked on your window because they haven't seen you here before, and they pay attention to everybody in the neighborhood, because our neighborhood was one way in, one way out. So they pay attention to everybody in the neighborhood. Any new faces, they haven't seen you get out your car, but they know, like, my friend pops up, so they've seen him multiple times, so they know exactly where he's going. So when my friend popping up, you saw my friend popping up too, and my friend is bigger than you. So it's like, oh, okay, let me fall back. So you stopped talking on Facebook, which made me think you saw either Monster and one of his homeboys approached you, or you saw my friend, which made you fall back because you haven't said anything. Well, you popped up on Instagram. When I left Facebook and went to Instagram and started, posting on Instagram more, and I fell in love with Instagram because Instagram, again, it was complete strangers, but we would laugh, talk, play like it was literally nothing weird. It was nothing weird. It didn't get weird till like COVID, to be honest, where like the weird people. Anyway, maybe I need to tell that story time. Ooh, I need to look. Anyway, so yeah, you started following me on Instagram. So when you started following me on Instagram, like, you would like stuff, you would say certain stuff like in my DM, but nothing stupid. It would still start off with like sports. And then it changed with, you need to let me marry you. You need to let me take care of you. I just bought a house. I just bought another car. And it was like I'll leave you on red. Like, that's why I said, like, I'll leave a lot of people on red, because little messages like that turn into a fire for me. It may not be for other people, but for me, it turns into a fire. Because I can say, oh, congratulations, and congratulations will, for that person, is like, oh, she's interested, and I'm not. It's just manners. It's just something you learn in kindergarten. Something you should have learned at home, but you should have learned in kindergarten. Like, congratulations, thank you, please, you're welcome. Like, simple stuff. Human decency. Anyway, so it was like, once you started doing that, it was like more falling back. So once I started, I won't say necessarily, I wasn't necessarily traveling. I was more of like, Ty and I had started. Oh yeah, I was actually. Yeah, I was. We had went to our hometown festival, and then after that, I had started like traveling and going places with Busy Bee. And you started making remarks like, oh, where's this? Where's this? Because I want to take my lady. Where is this? Baby, once you said you was taking your lady, here's all the details. Here's where you should go. Here's a restaurant. Here, baby. And you never posted the lady. You never posted the lady. But I think you did that like to try to make me jealous, because you was upset that I did not want to date you. And yeah. But after that, like, you chilled out. But you're still around. I still see you. You still like stuff. You still watch me. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. That is the story time of the Facebook stalker. Just be careful, ladies. Like, I mean, anything simple that can turn into craziness. And Tyler, no, I'm not telling you who this person is. No, I'm not showing you who this person is. No, I'm not adding this person on your list. Tyler's the way, like, he can fight. He's the way he can beat everybody. Like, who is this? Who I'm gonna add this person to my list? Oh my God. Anyway, just be careful, ladies. Not just ladies, men. Men, be careful, because there are women on TikTok. Like, dude took a picture. He was excited about his view, and the girl knew exactly where he stayed and showed up at his house. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Social media can be a great place. It can also be a hell. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.